So in this scene, I'm going to introduce you to it's a custom factory I/O scene. And what I've done here is I've added some buttons and some displays and a stack light. And these are kind of floating in space next to your previous conveyor. And the reason I've done that is because you have all of your buttons in front of you, and you can also see the conveyor here. One of the main things you need to remember during this scene, if you get to manipulating or moving your 3D environment, some of you probably aren't as familiar with it. I'm going to introduce you to the fact that you can change your view. Right now we're in the fly camera mode. We can go to first person camera mode. We can orbit around a given point. If I double click on this conveyor and give it focus, and I hold down the middle wheel button, or the right mouse button, you'll see that wherever I double click my left mouse, I can hold down the right and I get focus, and I can orbit around that point in space. But for some of you, that's going to be somewhat difficult, so I have a saved view here. If I click the camera window button here, I will see there is a home position, and if I double click that, I will come back to this home position. So I can hold the right mouse button and rotate around, and so that's kind of going to let me be able to see everything. Let's examine some of your I/O. All of your points are labeled for you in this exercise, and so what your purpose is to duplicate numerous hardwired motor control circuits, and then have those duplicated in PLC logic. Notice that your sensors, look how their sensor A is blocked right now. If we move this off, we'll see that sensor A becomes active. So you're going to have to program that logic a little bit different. You're not going to be able to program that with a normally open instruction. You'd have to program that with a normally closed instruction. Here we have our forward button. If we press the forward button, we'll see that we do get a binary 1 in the data table. Notice our stop button already has a binary 1. If you want your positive logic out of a stop button, you always program them normally open. So when we get to that, you'll see some of your hardwired circuits are showing a normally closed button, but you would program that normally open. And that way we get positive logic when we duplicate these circuits. We have our auto selector switch. We can toggle those two back and forth. We also have indicator lights. So we can go to our outputs, which is located under card 7. We go to our output data table. We will see that we have conveyor forward, have conveyor reverse. We can put a binary 1 in there, and we can run our conveyor reverse if we wanted to. See the box going reverse. Put a binary 0 back here. We also have our forward indicator lights, because you need to let the operator know when things are on. So make sure you have those lights on. You'll see that here we have it running. If you want to modify these and add some stack light, you do have the option to do some stack light. One of the things that you may not be aware of is I put some stops at the end of each conveyor. And so if we activate this, let me zoom in on each conveyor. It has a roller stop. Let's zoom in and give that focus. And we'll activate this roller stop. Take this one off. The other side. And then we'll see the roller stop come up. So you do have these roller stops that you can use in your program. If you run the box off to the end, you can activate the eye and bring up your roller stop. So proceed with the next lab exercise from this point on.